Okay, here we are. Went ahead and cut us some 3-inch pipe. See how it's gonna fit in here. Problem is, when we line it up, we notice that we're coming out to the side. We're not quite going where I thought we were going to. I want to be coming right about here. So, got a couple options. I can lift this up to give us a little bit more clearance, and I can put yet another pie cut inside of here. I'm going to show you roughly where I want it to be, and you can see a pie cut might fit in there real nicely. So, I'm going to go ahead and tack those ones together that are already taped up, add one more pie cut to the bottom side, and we'll put it back in. Alright, so I'm getting sick and tired of taking these V-bands on and off, So I'm going to start TIGging right here in the engine bay. It makes it a little bit more difficult as far as positioning, but I like to knock shit down anyway, fuck it. And here we go. Let's go get some fill rod. First tack on there. Go ahead and pull back this tape a little bit. Try and get a tack right about there. Alright, that one went ahead, got it tacked up. I'm going to go ahead and get a tack in on, no, let's see here, got that one up. I think I'm going to go ahead and get one more pie cut put in on that. So again, arts and crafts time. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to put the pie cut on this tube first, and then I'm going to rotate it to see exactly where it's going to point. So let me get that mocked up and I'll be right back. Okay, we've got that piece, little pie piece, put on the end of that. As you can see, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and line it up, see how we can get this thing to work. Right here, it looks like we're turning a little bit too much. That's bringing it a little bit too low. This is bringing it a little bit too high. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and rotate this right here. I'm going to loosen this here V-band, rotate that down, so that when we have this set up, it's going to go ahead and bring it down about where we're going to want it. Alright, we're getting closer to where we want to be. Right about About there is getting pretty close. Keep the clocking. Alright, right there, that's looking pretty darn good. Things are lining up pretty damn well. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is put a piece of tape right across that, right there. Now I know that that's not actually going to stay. What I'm trying to do at this point is basically just leave a mark as to where I'm going to want this thing. So that's going to be right there. I'm going to go ahead and get a paint marker, and that way I can mark it and tack it up. Well, looks like I didn't bring a paint marker, but I did bring a Sharpie. So again, clock it to where we think it's gonna work. And I mean, at this point, it's pretty much guesswork, and we're gonna just make whatever comes out of this work the way we want it to. So we're gonna go ahead and make a line there, make a line there, and make a line there. Now what I can do is take this over to the table, tack up those pieces, and we'll have a full piece ready to go in there. Pretty much happy with how this is going, so I'm going to make some lines on this as well. I'm going to go ahead and tack that up and see where that leads us. Okay, so now we've got these pieces at least tacked up, 2 points minimum. Go ahead and take my fill rod, set it where I'm not going to lose it, but you know I will later. And I'm going to pan this camera around so you can get a good idea of what I'm looking at. So right now, I've got these pipes lined up, I think, fairly well. And the two of them are going to come together. This one is going to eventually tee into this, where we're going to go to a 4-inch exhaust. Now this is where things are going to get a little tricky. I'm going to need to get a chamfer on this, a 45 degree, and this one's going to have to do the same thing, I'm assuming, so that I can yoke them together for this 4-inch pipe. I originally was going to do 2 of them to a 3-inch and then go from the 3-inch to a 4-inch. I'll show you that adapter real quick, but I realized that's just restricting the flow. Right down here, I had made a custom adapter that went from the 3-inch pipe to the 4-inch pipe and would be able to flow out. But again, the name of the game is airflow, and we don't want to stop that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another piece and see what we can do. All right, so as I've looked at it, you know, I still haven't fully decided on how I'm going to link these together. I decided at least against going both of them to a 3-inch and then into a 4-inch. What I'd like to do is run 2 of these side by side and make my own collector. There was another option of coping some pipe, but frankly, I don't like the way that all of my mocked out trials have come out. So the next piece is 1 more pie, and I'm going to put that right here. What this is going to allow me to do is take another piece straight and link it right on top. So now I'm going to be able to have the 2 of them coming together at the same angle, and now I'll be able to have one flat flush area that I can put a dual 3 to a single 4 collector and work it off of that. I'm going to go ahead and get this pie piece tacked up, and I'm going to go ahead and get another piece of straight pipe put on there so that it's equal distance.
Hey, Wolf, would you be mad if I threw a balloon full of oxygen at you right now?
Me? No. I wouldn't be mad about that at all. I might take a shit in your lunchbox, but I wouldn't be mad at you. Right, so Mondo beats in that, and he gets it off. Giggity. We've got these tubes. Go ahead and got them mocked up. This ended up being a 4-inch piece right here to go alongside this straight piece right here. Purpose is I wanted the two of them to end roughly at the same spot so that I can put a collector on there, right into the 4-inch, and run into there. Now that I've got these things essentially roughly mocked up where I want, I'm going to take the two of these pipes together. And I'm also going to make a bracket that's going to hold these together. I'm going to get a few more tacks in here, a few more welds to get the things stiffened up. That way I can take it off and eventually fit on a dual 3 to single 4 collector. Now, I haven't made one of those yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to make one or buy one. I'd like to make one just for the shits and giggles, but we'll see how that works. I'll go ahead and put a few more tacks on here with the video rolling. And you guys are still along for the ride.
Yeah.
Two of them linked up.
Yeah. Look at me well. Yeah.
Now we got the two of them tacked up together. It's generally all linked up. Shouldn't be going anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and get a brace that's going to go across here because I don't want just that tack to break so that we lose our angle on anything. And I guess the next step is going to be going back to the shop and figuring out our the white pipe or condenser. Check in a little bit.